Racing. Effective Power and Angie Zar just moderately away. Homebush Ramona leg to the lead, but Freedom Flyer on its tail. Here's Effective Power. Corborn El Paso around the outside. Angie Zar further back to Allegro Boom as Angie Zar goes back further back in the race, then to Corborn Rowan. And one tailed off is Brent in the straight. Freedom Flyer grabs the lead off Homebush Ramona and scores nicely. And third to go by was Effective Power. Then we had Corborn El Paso, followed in there by Corborn Rowan, Angie Zar. Last pair in here are Allegro Boom and Brent. Set to run there now. Racing, Wild Effective out fairly. Elves Girl gets away well through along the inside. Here was Ritza Roman. One pushing up and around the outside. Here was One Broke Girl. That'd be followed by Vito Baxter. Finds the rail, but is a good way back. Well back in the race. Lone Star Lad and Nero's out the back as they swing the corner. Wild Effective goes wide. Vito Baxter hunts hard the inside. Wild Effective in from Vito Baxter. Elves Girl holds down third. Happy Wife was next to go by, then One Broke Girl. Further back in the race, Ritza Roman, Bit Ordinary again. Well back then Nero and Lone Star Lad at the back. Nearly there. Racing, Subic Bay out nicely enough with Brittany Starr and getting right across the outside. Cheap Shot Maddie, as you'd expect, up and around the outside here. Sedgebrook Bay Band far too trendy. Subic Bay's got some work to do. It's back in fourth spot at the moment. Getting well back in the race here was All in Berlin. Spirit Run's gone back as well on the corner. Cheap Shot Maddie in front. Subic Bay comes hard the inside. Cheap Shot Maddie is in from Subic Bay and Sedgebrook Babe. Further back on the race then to Brittany Starr. Spirit Run was just beside that, followed by All in Berlin, Far Too Trendy and Dream Zone. And racing, Molly O'Shea, a fair sort of a break. Lick It Up's gone hard early and You're So Free's going with it. Molly O'Shea's trying to push up and then backs off. Corborn Steps gets up nice and handy. Kirkham Harvey gets a run through the inside. Ivanov is handy enough. Molly O'Shea's been shuffled. Opawa Shiloh's a good way back. So too is You're So Free now. And Autumn Lights is at the back. Corborn Steps goes to the lead. Well, it's game over here. Running second is Lick It Up. Further back in the race then to Kirkham Harvey. Molly O'Shea starting to get warm now. Oh, one's gone to the outside fence. Lick It Up in the straight. Corborn Steps bolted in. Second to go by was Molly O'Shea. Followed through there by Kirkham Harvey, Opawa Shiloh, Autumn Lights. Ivanov got tied. You're So Free. And unfortunately, Lick It Up, who was going to pay a dividend, has gone a straight top of the straight and has gone to the outside of the track. Ready to go in the fifth, just about there. And racing, Ready-Made Size comes out pretty well. Sheer Miss gets into a work early too, and Archie Traces trying to go with him up between runners. There was Thrilling Cassie. Lonesome Nitro saves ground the inside. Further back in the race here to Zimmer Frame. Another Habit and Big Red Chev's at the back. Sheer Miss clear by a couple of links on Ready-Made Size. 2 or 3 back then to Lonesome Nitro, followed through by Thrilling Cassie. It's a procession. Further back then to Archie Trace. Back in the piece here we've got Zimmer Frame, Another Habit and Big Red Chev on the corner. Sheer Miss will condition give out. Ready-Made Size comes the inside. Sheer Miss kicks and wins. Sheer Miss. Ready-Made Size lunch late. It was tight, but I'm pretty sure that's the way they'll go by. Lonesome Nitro third, Thrilling Cassie fourth. Further back then to Zimmer Frame in a heap there. Auntie Trace, Big Red Chev, Another Habit. Nearly there. Racing, Thrilling Me, and missed the start again. Hujan bound straight to the lead. Belfast Barry's there early with Sammy Baxter trying to poke through. Two would have been Big Time Moolah, and Toteson behind them gets through on the inside. Trying to make up for lost time here is Thrilling Me. A couple have been checked out badly out the back. Belfast Barry, one, Sammy Baxter the other. Hujan comfortably in front of Toteson, driving home Big Time Moolah. Hujan wins. Big Time Moolah, I think, second from Totes, followed through there by Rain Check, and Thrilling Me are next to go by. Back with that would have been Lagoon Max. Sammy Baxter was back with Belfast Barry. They met trouble along the way. Rain Check too, if I didn't mention it. The book set to run. Racing Allegro Power stood there, and so too did Mighty Mac. Coming out well was Elite Dose. Corborn Hint goes through along the inside, then Joey Baxter. Allegro Power powers through the inside. Then we've got Opawa Lee followed through the inside here by Homebush Spook. Working Jewel and Mighty Mac, no chance. On the turn, Corborn Hint gets its first win on the track at its 15th start from Elite Dose. Into third there was Homebush Spook, and then we had Joey Baxter. Allegro Power's run came to an end. Mighty Mac further back. Opawa Lee was back with that, and Working Jewel. Racing, Crystal McBell midfield away here. K Martin gets out nicely. Homebush Tiara into stride nicely again. Then we've got Serve Your Purpose around the outside there to Just You Wait. Right up and around the outside, Rural Rama makes ground. A wee bit closer into Crystal McBell. Tracy and Kirkham Jack. Homebush Tiara in front again. Trying hard the inside. K Martin out wide to Serve Your Purpose, and wide is still Rural Rama. Great goes second, third, fourth. Homebush Tiara wins again. Who knows the others though? Serve Your Purpose or maybe Rural Rama out wide. And close up was K Martin, but might only be fourth, and a really good go. Back and behind those runners we had Crystal McBell and Just You Wait. Also well back Kirkham Jack and Tracy. Nearly there. Racing Fall from Grace sprung beautifully out wide. Hawkesbury Fever out fast, and Corborn Mezza, who's going to lead into the first bend. Opawa Shay gets around there fourth, followed through then by Boston Hart, pushing up between runners. Out wider on the track to Docker, and back to last is Making Time. Into the back goes Corborn Mezza. Hawkesbury Fever stalks it a length away. 2 lengths back then to Fall from Grace is followed through there by Opawa Shay. Further back on the race then to Boston Hart, Docker, and at the back here as they come to the corner, Making Time. Corborn Mezza's going to land some very good bets here. Hawkesbury Fever second. Third was Opawa Shay, and probably Docker getting up for fourth with a good late dash. Through on the inside, Boston Hart. We had Fall from Grace out wider. And back towards the tail of the field then, Making Time. Racing, Flying Merkel and Lady Zena out reasonably well, but blowing from the outside. Scusi to go to the leader. Miss Eldora trying to follow her across, and Sedgebrook Magic pushing through, and those two come together. And Flying Merkel gets to the inside of them, and trying to sneak through is Absinthe Minded. Now getting shuffled was Miss Eldora with Kaputski, and Lady Zena's gone right to the back. Scusi could be the night tonight, out by 4 or 5. Flying Merkel starts to stretch out after it, then Sedgebrook Magic back behind those runners to Absinthe Minded. Miss Eldora travelling nicely. Scusi, Flying Merkel getting close. Scusi in from Flying Merkel and a Herb Quinella. Absinthe Minded into third. Let's make that a trifecta. Then Sedgebrook Magic, Miss Eldora, who was a bit stiff first, being those two tangled. Then Kaputski and Lady Zena at the back. racing. Funky Freddy, a good break. Victor, reasonable break. Big Time Running's back last of all, and out quickly Hysteria from Corborn Steve, and now Funky Freddy drives hard the inside. They'll be followed around the outside. Then we've got Corborn Steve back to third. Allegro Running's out a wee bit wider on the track. They'll be followed back in the piece here by As a Cash Queen in the straight, and Hysteria screams away for a big win on Funky Freddy. Next to go by was Corborn Steve the inside. They'll be followed through then by As a Cash Queen. Behind them we would have had Allegro Runnings, well back. Big Time Runnings never in the mix. Khaleesi was always well back too with Big Time Red Food. And racing, it's the lovely, just a fair break the inside and getting out fast. Ginger Cole bounds to the lead by a couple of lengths, and it's the lovely, tries to squeeze through the inside and does. Manu Rama around the outside between the pair. Opawa Lachlan further back in the race, then Boxer Fluffy's Brilliant Jailer's got well back, so too has another cover just ahead of that Botany win. Ginger Cole holding down and will score a treble for Gary Ross and Sarah Voice from It's the Lovely. Boxer Fluffies to third, followed across there by Brilliant Jailer, and Botany Win was back in behind them. Another cover was out a little bit wider on the track.